Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zoronden, and you are tuned into Game 5 of the Red Bull Battlegrounds Grand Finale. This match is between the Red Terran in the bottom left, STBomber, and in the top right corner, SKMC, the Blue Protoss. So, this match is currently tied up 2-2. MC did manage to pull it off last game and tie it up with some just sick storm play. He was so far behind and just totally came up, overtook Bomber with some great storms, and ended up pulling off the come from behind win. So now both players are evened up. There's only going to be at most 3 matches left in this series. So let's get down to the gameplay and see who's going to pull this off. Hitting the Zelnaga tower there, of course. We do have... looks like he is going to early scout. He hasn't been doing that in the past games. Of course, last game he lost, but he did have a good lead that whole game. And there, of course, is the orbital command coming up. Nothing too interesting just yet. And there's the fast expand by Bomber. Not really delayed by that scouting SCV at all. And he's not going to find too much up here. There is, of course, the cybernetics core, but nothing too extreme by MC at this point. Just kind of doing his standard fare. Oh, yes, and of course, I was going to mention that we are on Antigua Shipyards here. So, just wanted to let you know what the map was named, and that gives you some of the idea of the layout. It is, of course, a 4-player map, I believe. Yeah, and there's the other 2 starting positions. But the players do know where they start at, so another Rax going down for Bomber. He's going to be throwing up some bunkers here up front. Here comes that early Stalker Zealot play. However, the Zealot is just kind of standing there. I don't know if he's not going to take him in or what. And there goes the expansion for MC, doing a little mineral grab there, so the probe didn't completely waste his time other than just grabbing that expansion. And here comes that Stalker. He's going to poke his head in here, but that bunker will deter him. Second orbital command coming up for Bomber. So he didn't bring that Zealot down this time. I don't know if he was actually wanting to do any early aggression or if he was just, you know, hoping to maybe catch Bomber off guard. But he definitely knew what to expect and didn't bother to take that Zealot down this time. Sorry about that, I had to check something. But right back to the action. Do have a 3rd Rax down now for Bomber, as well as a tech lab going up. Bring up the production tab for you there. We do of course see that Warp Gate is about done. And a robotics facility going down for MC, so he'll probably be grabbing some quick obs and maybe some Colossus or Mortal play. We'll have to see what he intends to do with that, if anything, beyond just a obs. And that Stalker does look like he might have tested the waters again. Of course, what he found was the same bunker sitting there with a few more Marines. So definitely a front that you don't want to hit at this time. We do have a second, just a second gas gone up for Bomber. Definitely saturated at, almost saturated at his natural. But with the mules, it may as well be saturated. And we do have a warp prism coming in for MC, so we might be getting some drop play, some warp in play by him. Upgrades, engineering bay coming, a factory, stim packs. So nothing out of the ordinary by Bomber at all. Push out. Looks like the Marines are pushing out here, so we might get some aggression out of Bomber. Stalker better get out of there. And he is going to get sauced easily. And those Marines are going to push up towards MC's base. However, there is a Marine and Sentry army here, and a quick little combat here. Oh, and a nice force field walling off those free Marine kills. I think he lost 2 Zealots so far, and those 4 Marines do have to run off. And here comes that Warp Prism. This actually could work out really nice. Pop his units into that Warp Prism, run up here, drop them off, deploy the Warp Prism, and boom, you got a nice army in the base suddenly. And it looks like that is exactly what's going down. He deploys. No warp in just yet. The Zealots charge in. The Warp Prism's going to pack up and move out. Bringing up more units. That pylon's now done. He does have high ground advantage. Here comes the Warp in. Zealots are making a mess of SCVs that have been pulled off the line. Oh, here come all the Marines. But the Marines are all gone. SCVs left. The ramp is almost force field off, but enough for the SCVs to become a slaughter party. There goes more Marines. All the SCVs off the line now. I think it's too little too late. MC might pull off a quick victory here. I don't know. And he does. Very well played. I loved the little drop play by the Warp Prism, as well as using that pylon to get in some warps. So congrats to MC. He has actually taken his first lead in this series, so it is now 3-2 MC's lead. So do tune in for Game 6. We'll see if MC can pull it off in that game point match, or if Bomber will tie it up and if we go into a Game 7. I want to thank you for tuning in. I am Zoronden. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side.